If you're over 60, there are 5 simple nuts that could be the difference between clear vision at 80 and struggling to read the morning paper. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. They're common nuts you can find at any grocery store. Yet they contain the exact compounds your aging retina needs to repair itself, rebuild damaged blood vessels, and restore vision clarity you thought was gone forever. Most seniors think vision decline is inevitable, that blurry sight and poor night vision are just part of getting older. But what I've discovered in 20 years as an ophthalmologist will give you hope. Your retinal cells have a remarkable ability to heal and regenerate when you give them the right nutrients in the right form. As an eye doctor, I've watched patients restore vision they never thought they'd see again, simply by eating specific nuts that deliver targeted nutrition to their photoreceptor cells and retinal blood vessels. Just last month, Rose, a 72-year-old retired seamstress, told me something that brought tears to my eyes. After 3 months of eating these 5 nuts daily, she could thread needles again and see the intricate details in her quilting that had become impossible. The vision she thought was permanently lost had actually returned. Today, I'm going to show you exactly which 5 nuts can protect and restore your vision, how to prepare them for maximum absorption, and the simple daily routine that could give you back the clear sight you remember. Before we start, if this information could help restore someone's vision, please subscribe and comment "Vision" below. Now, let's discover these 5 remarkable nuts that could transform your eyesight naturally. Number 1. Walnuts, the omega-3 rebuilders. You've probably heard they're good for your brain, and that's true. But what most seniors don't realize is that walnuts contain more eye-healing omega-3 fatty acids than salmon, and these specific fats are exactly what your aging retinal cells need to rebuild their protective membranes and restore the tear production that keeps your eyes comfortable all day long. Picture this common scenario. You're trying to read your favorite book, but after just a few minutes, your eyes start feeling gritty and dry, like there's sand under your eyelids. You blink more frequently, maybe reach for eye drops, but the relief only lasts minutes before the discomfort returns. This isn't just getting older, it's your tear glands crying out for the omega-3 building blocks they need to produce rich, protective tears. The omega-3s in walnuts, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, get converted by your body into DHA, the same fatty acid that makes up 60% of your retinal tissue. When you eat walnuts regularly, you're literally giving your photoreceptor cells the materials they need to rebuild their outer membranes, making them more efficient at capturing light and converting it into the electrical signals your brain interprets as vision. Charles, a 68-year-old retired librarian, came to see me frustrated by eyes so dry he could barely read for 20 minutes without discomfort. He'd tried every over-the-counter eye drop available with minimal relief. Reading, his greatest passion since childhood, had become a source of frustration rather than joy. Instead of prescribing expensive prescription drops, I suggested Charles try eating 6 walnut halves every morning, soaked overnight in water to make them easier to digest. The soaking process removes enzyme inhibitors that can cause digestive upset in seniors while making the omega-3s more bioavailable. 3 weeks later, Charles called my office excited. "Doctor, I read for 2 hours yesterday without any discomfort. My eyes feel moist and comfortable for the first time in years. I'm actually enjoying books again instead of fighting through them." Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people who consumed walnuts daily had 43% better tear production and significantly improved eye comfort compared to those who didn't eat nuts regularly. The key is consistency and proper preparation. 6 walnut halves provide about 2.6 grams of ALA, the optimal amount for retinal repair, without overwhelming your digestive system. Always soak them overnight and eat them with breakfast for best absorption. Your retinal cells replace themselves every 10 to 14 days. Give them the omega-3 building blocks they need, and they'll reward you with more comfortable, clearer vision that improves week after week. But while walnuts rebuild your retinal cells from within, our next nut creates a protective shield around your photoreceptor cells, defending them from the daily assault of free radicals that accelerate vision loss after age 60. Number 2. Almonds, the vitamin E shields. Most people think of them as heart-healthy snacks, but almonds contain more natural vitamin E than almost any other food, and vitamin E is your retina's primary defense against the free radical damage that causes cataracts, macular degeneration, and the gradual vision loss that so many seniors accept as inevitable aging. Every second your eyes are open, they're under attack from invisible enemies. Light creates oxidative stress, oxygen molecules become unstable and start damaging the delicate proteins in your lens and the photoreceptor cells in your retina. It's like rust forming on metal, except it's happening to the most precious tissue in your body. This damage accumulates silently, gradually, until one day you notice that colors seem less vibrant, or fine details appear fuzzy. The vitamin E in almonds works like microscopic shields, neutralizing these free radicals before they can destroy your vision cells. But here's what makes almonds special. They contain all 8 forms of natural vitamin E working together, not just the single synthetic form found in most supplements. This complete vitamin E complex provides protection that no pill can match. Ruth, a 69-year-old former teacher, came to see me worried about her family history of cataracts. Both her mother and sister had needed surgery by age 70, and Ruth was starting to notice early warning signs. Driving at night was becoming difficult because of glare from oncoming headlights, and bright sunny days required sunglasses even indoors. Instead of waiting for her cataracts to worsen, I suggested Ruth eat 12 raw almonds with the brown skin intact every afternoon as a snack. The skin contains concentrated flavonoids that enhance vitamin E absorption. The timing matters because vitamin E is fat-soluble, so eating almonds in the afternoon with a little healthy fat from lunch helps maximize absorption. 6 months later, Ruth's follow-up exam showed something remarkable. Not only had her cataracts stopped progressing, but her night vision had actually improved. "Doctor, I drove to my daughter's house after dark last week, something I haven't done confidently in 2 years. The headlights didn't bother me nearly as much." A study in Archives of Ophthalmology followed 3,600 people over 8 years and found that those with the highest natural vitamin E intake had 43% lower risk of developing advanced eye disease compared to those with the lowest intake. The key is eating them raw with the skin intact, never roasted or blanched. Heat destroys vitamin E, and removing the skin eliminates half the protective compounds. 12 almonds provide about 7.4 milligrams of natural vitamin E complex, the perfect amount for maximum eye protection. Think of each almond as a tiny shield protecting your vision from another day of oxidative damage. Your photoreceptor cells are constantly rebuilding themselves, and vitamin E ensures this process happens without interference from free radicals. But while almonds protect against damage, our next nut has the remarkable ability to restore vision you thought was permanently lost, especially the night vision that tends to fade as we age. Number 3. Pecans, the antioxidant powerhouses. Most people think of them as holiday treats, something for pies or special occasions. But pecans contain the highest concentration of antioxidants of any tree nut, more than blueberries, more than dark chocolate. And these specific antioxidants have a remarkable ability to restore the night vision that you probably assumed was gone forever. The secret lies in pecans' unique combination of ellagic acid, beta-carotene, and gamma-tocopherol. These compounds work together to regenerate rhodopsin, the protein in your rod cells that allows you to see in low-light conditions. Most seniors notice their night vision declining in their 60s, struggling to drive at dusk or navigate their homes in dim lighting. What they don't realize is that this isn't inevitable aging. It's rhodopsin deficiency that can actually be reversed. When you eat pecans regularly, these antioxidants cross the blood-retina barrier and begin rebuilding your rod cells' ability to function in darkness. It's like installing new night vision equipment in your eyes. But the process happens naturally through nutrition rather than surgery or expensive treatments. Eugene, a 71-year-old retired mechanic, had given up his evening walks because he couldn't see well enough to navigate the sidewalk safely after sunset. His wife had to drive everywhere after 5 p.m. because oncoming headlights would blind him completely, leaving him disoriented and unsafe behind the wheel. Eugene thought this was just part of getting old until he started eating 8 raw pecan halves every morning with his breakfast. After just 6 weeks, Eugene called me with news he never expected to share again. "Doctor, last night I walked to the corner store after dinner. I could actually see the curb, the fire hydrants, even read the house numbers without squinting. It's like someone installed better lighting throughout the neighborhood." The improvement wasn't just subjective. When I tested Eugene's rod cell function during his follow-up visit, his light sensitivity had improved by 40%, bringing his night vision back to levels typical of someone 15 years younger. Research from the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors with the highest antioxidant intake from tree nuts had 35% better rod cell function and significantly improved night vision compared to those with low antioxidant consumption. The critical factor is eating them completely raw, never roasted or processed. Heat destroys the delicate antioxidant compounds that make pecans so powerful for vision restoration. 8 to 10 raw pecan halves daily provides the optimal dose without exceeding your caloric needs. Your rod cells have been quietly deteriorating for years, but they have an amazing capacity to regenerate when given the right nutrients. Pecans provide those nutrients in their most potent, bioavailable form. But while pecans restore your night vision, our next nut provides something even more fundamental for eye health, a trace mineral that's essential for cellular repair but becomes toxic in the wrong amounts. Number 4. Brazil nuts, the selenium healers. These large, creamy nuts from the Amazon rainforest contain more selenium than any other food on Earth, and selenium is absolutely essential for your retinal cells to produce glutathione peroxidase, the master antioxidant enzyme that protects your photoreceptor cells from damage and helps them repair themselves overnight. But here's the critical part. Most people get wrong. The difference between healing and poisoning is all about the dose. One Brazil nut contains about 96 micrograms of selenium, nearly twice your daily requirement. This might sound dangerous, and it can be if you eat them daily. But when used correctly, just one Brazil nut every 3 days provides the perfect amount of selenium to supercharge your retinal cells' natural repair mechanisms without overwhelming your system. Selenium deficiency is incredibly common in seniors because the mineral content in soil has declined dramatically over the past decades, and aging bodies absorb nutrients less efficiently. Without adequate selenium, your retinal cells can't produce enough glutathione peroxidase to neutralize the free radicals generated during normal vision processes. This leads to accumulating cellular damage that manifests as gradually declining eyesight. Florence, a 67-year-old retired nurse, came to see me concerned about what she described as everything looking duller. Colors seemed less vibrant, contrast was poor, and she found herself needing increasingly bright light to see details clearly. Her eye exam showed healthy retinas with no signs of disease, but blood tests revealed severely low selenium levels. Instead of prescribing selenium supplements, which can easily lead to toxicity, I suggested Florence eat 1 Brazil nut every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This rotation provides consistent selenium levels without the risk of accumulation. The selenium from Brazil nuts is in a highly bioavailable organic form that your body can use immediately for glutathione production. After 2 months of this simple routine, Florence's selenium levels had normalized, and she noticed remarkable changes in her vision. "Doctor, it's like someone cleaned my glasses and turned up the brightness on the world. Colors are vivid again, and I can see details I thought were gone forever." Research published in the Journal of Trace Elements showed that people with optimal selenium levels had 52% better retinal function and significantly less age-related vision decline compared to those with deficiency. The key is strict adherence to the every third-day schedule. Never eat Brazil nuts daily, and never eat more than 1 at a time. Mark your calendar if necessary. Selenium toxicity can cause hair loss, nail problems, and, ironically, vision problems from the opposite direction. Your retinal cells work harder than almost any other cells in your body, and they need selenium to maintain their cellular repair systems. Give them just the right amount, and they'll reward you with clearer, more vibrant vision. But while Brazil nuts provide cellular repair, our final nut addresses the circulation problems that starve your retinal cells of oxygen and nutrients, especially during the crucial overnight hours when most healing occurs. Number 5. Hazelnuts, the circulation boosters. The forgotten nut that most seniors overlook, yet it contains a unique combination of compounds that can dramatically improve blood flow to your eyes within weeks of eating them regularly. Poor circulation is the hidden cause behind many age-related vision problems, and hazelnuts contain the exact nutrients needed to restore healthy blood flow to your retinal tissues. The magic lies in hazelnuts' high concentration of arginine, an amino acid that your body converts to nitric oxide, nature's most powerful vasodilator. Think of nitric oxide as a key that unlocks narrowed blood vessels, allowing fresh oxygen and nutrients to reach every corner of your retina. As you age, your natural nitric oxide production declines dramatically, which is why so many seniors experience the gradual vision loss that seems like inevitable aging. Hazelnuts also contain proanthocyanidins, the same compounds that make red wine heart-healthy, but in much higher concentrations. These compounds strengthen the walls of your retinal blood vessels, preventing the tiny leaks and hemorrhages that can steal your central vision over time. Albert, a 74-year-old retired postal worker, came to see me complaining that his vision seemed foggy most mornings, like looking through a dirty windshield that gradually cleared as the day progressed. This is a classic sign of poor overnight circulation to the retina. During sleep, blood flow naturally slows, and if circulation is already compromised, the retina doesn't get adequate oxygen for proper function. I suggested Albert eat 12 to 15 raw hazelnuts each evening about an hour before bed. The arginine would be metabolized overnight, improving circulation during the crucial repair hours when his retina was trying to regenerate from daily damage. The timing is critical because hazelnuts work best when consumed before the overnight fasting period. Within 3 weeks, Albert's morning vision problems had completely resolved. "Doctor, I wake up now and everything is crystal clear immediately. No more waiting for the fog to lift. And my reading stamina has improved dramatically. I can read the newspaper cover to cover without my eyes getting tired." Studies published in Vascular Health Research showed that people who consumed arginine-rich nuts before bedtime had 34% better retinal blood flow during sleep and significantly improved morning visual acuity compared to controls. The timing is crucial with hazelnuts. Eating them in the evening maximizes the circulation benefits during sleep when your retina does most of its healing and regeneration. Choose raw, unsalted hazelnuts and avoid roasted versions, which destroy the delicate arginine. Your retinal blood vessels are only 4 to 6 micrometers wide, thinner than human hair. When circulation improves even slightly, the impact on your vision can be dramatic and immediate. These 5 nuts work together like a complete eye restoration system, each addressing a different aspect of age-related vision decline, while providing your retinal cells with everything they need to heal, protect, and regenerate naturally. Optimal eating protocol. Now you might be wondering how to incorporate all 5 nuts into your daily routine without overdoing it or causing digestive upset. The key is proper timing, rotation, and understanding so each nut works with your body's natural repair cycles. Start gradually with just one type of nut for the first week. I recommend beginning with walnuts since they're the gentlest on your digestive system and most familiar to seniors. Soak 6 walnut halves overnight in clean water, then eat them with breakfast each morning. The soaking removes enzyme inhibitors and makes the omega-3s more bioavailable. Week 2. Add almonds to your routine. 12 raw almonds with the brown skin intact make a perfect afternoon snack. Eat them around 2 or 3 p.m. when your body can best utilize the fat-soluble vitamin E. The timing allows the antioxidants to circulate through your system during the latter part of the day when oxidative stress typically peaks. Week 3. Introduce pecans. 8 to 10 raw pecan halves should be eaten in the morning with your walnuts. The antioxidants in pecans work synergistically with walnut omega-3s to provide comprehensive cellular protection throughout the day. By week 4, add hazelnuts to your evening routine. 12 to 15 raw hazelnuts eaten 1 hour before bedtime provide the arginine your body needs for overnight circulation improvement. This timing is critical because the conversion to nitric oxide happens during sleep when your retinal repair processes are most active. Finally, incorporate Brazil nuts on a strict rotation schedule. Mark your calendar and eat exactly 1 Brazil nut every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Never daily, never more than 1 at a time. This provides optimal selenium levels without risking toxicity. Your complete daily schedule should look like this. Morning with breakfast, 6 soaked walnuts plus 8 to 10 raw pecans. Afternoon, around 2 to 3 p.m., 12 raw almonds with skin. Evening, 1 hour before bed, 12 to 15 raw hazelnuts. Every third day only, 1 Brazil nut with your morning nuts. Store all nuts in airtight containers in the refrigerator to prevent rancidity. Buy organic when possible, and always choose raw, unsalted varieties except for hazelnuts, which can be lightly roasted if preferred. Check for bitterness before eating, as rancid nuts can be harmful rather than helpful. Be patient with the process. Most people notice improved eye comfort and tear production within 3 to 4 weeks. Better contrast, sensitivity, and reduced glare sensitivity typically appear by week 6 to 8. Night vision improvements usually become apparent after 8 to 10 weeks of consistent consumption. If you experience digestive upset, reduce portions by half and increase gradually over several weeks. Some seniors need to build up their tolerance slowly, especially if they haven't eaten nuts regularly before. Important considerations. If you're taking blood-thinning medications, discuss walnut consumption with your doctor, as omega-3s can enhance medication effects. People with tree nut allergies should avoid this protocol entirely, and remember that allergies can develop at any age. Your eyes have been working tirelessly for decades, and they deserve this daily gift of targeted nutrition. These 5 nuts provide everything your retinal cells need for protection, repair, and regeneration. These 5 remarkable nuts work together as nature's complete vision restoration system. Walnuts rebuild your retinal cell membranes with essential omega-3s. Almonds shield your photoreceptor cells from daily free radical damage. Pecans restore the night vision you thought was permanently lost. Brazil nuts provide the selenium your cells need for repair and detoxification. Hazelnuts enhance circulation so nutrients reach every corner of your retina. Your eyes have been faithful companions for decades, capturing every sunset, every grandchild's smile, every page of every treasured book. These nuts offer them the targeted nutrition they need, not just to survive, but to heal and regenerate naturally. The choice is simple. You can continue hoping your vision stays stable, or you can actively nourish your retinal cells with food scientifically proven to support eye health and restoration. This information is for educational purposes only. Always consult your healthcare provider before making dietary changes, especially if you take medications or have existing health conditions. If this video gave you hope for natural vision restoration, please subscribe and share with someone who needs to protect their eyesight. Comment below which nut you'll start with first. Remember, your retinal cells are constantly rebuilding themselves. Give them the right nutrients, and they can reward you with clearer, more comfortable vision that lasts for decades. Your precious gift of sight is worth this simple daily investment.